Welcome to another video of Mind Explorer. SpaceX aims to help establish a permanent, self-sustaining city on the Red Planet using the company's proposed Interplanetary Transport System, ITS, which will pair the most powerful rocket ever built with a big, crew-carrying spaceship. First of all, what is SpaceX? Most of the people might know something about SpaceX. SpaceX is an American aerospace manufacturer and space transport services company. What is ITS? The Interplanetary Transport System is SpaceX's privately funded development project to design and build a system of spaceflight technology and remote human settlements on Mars. Let's know something about its Mars mission. $10 billion is the amount that it would be to send a person to Mars using currently available technology, according to Musk. SpaceX hopes to transport 1 million people to Mars using the ITS over the next 50 to 100 years. 2024 is the year in which ITS could begin crewed flights to Mars, if everything goes perfectly. 115 is the initial average length, in days, of the trip from Earth to Mars aboard the ITS ship. These ships would be launched to Earth orbit atop the ITS booster and then zoom to Mars under their power when the time is right. The trip could be as short as 80 days depending on exactly where Earth and Mars were at the time of departure. The Interplanetary Transport System, which would consist of a super-powerful reusable rocket and a spaceship capable of ferrying at least 100 people to the Red Planet per flight. But who is funding them? The entire project is being privately funded by SpaceX. The project is even possible only as a result of SpaceX's multifaceted approach focusing on the reduction of launch costs. How exactly are people going to survive the trip? Musk offered few details about life inside the spaceship that would transport people to Mars. Though he promised that the trip would be fun with restaurants and zero-G games, there were no concrete descriptions of how the passengers would pass the time and, crucially, stay alive. What are the problems in the mission? The increased levels of radiation that people will experience on a trip to Mars is one of NASA's biggest concerns. It's unclear then who will be responsible for creating the habitats and actually constructing the self-sustaining civilization. It's incredibly hard to grow food on Mars, even just a single potato. So, where is the food? Who are SpaceX competitors? Well, it's NASA and Mars One. In 2010, President Obama signed the NASA Authorization Act and tasked NASA with extending the human footprint beyond Earth's orbit. So the space agency shuttered its shuttle program in 2011 to focus on its nebulous Journey to Mars plan. NASA's goal is to send humans to Mars sometime in the 2030s, but the agency has been roundly criticized by members of Congress and experts in the field for lacking details, direction, and a hard deadline. The Netherlands-based non-profit company Mars One has been recruiting volunteers for a one-way trip to Mars since 2013. The plan is to depart in 2026, using technology that already exists, the company says. The Mars One mission has been called out repeatedly for not having the technology, the money, or a realistic plan to get people to Mars and keep them alive once they're there. This is the same problem as SpaceX. And last question, would you go there? Most probably the answer would be no. Most people think that it is useless and would rather like to spend a normal life here. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe.